And welcome back to Wednesdays Who Would Win, everyone. This one comes to us from Michael Bell, who asked the question, who would win in a fight, Shao Kahn or Bane? And this is kind of a no-brainer. Again, this is another one of those where I look at it, I'm like, well, it's kind of obvious. It's this character, right? But let's be fair here. Let's break it down a little bit. Bane, whose real name I actually don't think we ever... Do we know what Bane's real name is? Uh, Bane, Batman. Let's see here now. Does he have? I mean, okay, alias, information's portrayed by. Real name's unknown. No, that's right. He's only really known as Bane because he was raised in that prison. So I don't think he actually ever really had a name. They probably just said, "Hey, kid," whatever. But still. So Bane was born in a prison to basically serve his crime father's sentence. I can't remember. I think his father's name was like King Cobra or something like that. I can't remember exactly what it was. But anyway, his father died, so to serve out the remainder of his term, the child was said to serve out his term. Because that's the justice system. Then again, these days, that sounds more believable, some of the stuff that happens. Excuse me. God, I keep doing this so the mask keep going like that. So he was sentenced to serve there, but ultimately he decided, oh no, I'm going to grow up. I'm going to run this place. I'm the king here, and that was the case. And he offered to be a test subject for a new steroid called Venom. It became Bane through that, and then broke out and decided to go after the bat that had been haunting him in his dreams since childhood, aka Batman. And he is obviously infamous for being the one to break the bat, putting Batman over his knee and breaking his back. But before that, he also was smart enough to just drain Batman of all of his energy by having all of his rogues gallery break out of prison and causing him to go around catching every one of them. So Bane is he is a super genius. Like, he's basically almost as smart as Batman. If not as smart, if not even a little smarter technically, but it all depends on how you utilize the intelligence. He is also a master martial artist, a skilled armed combatant, a highly skilled strategist, and then we get into the Venom aspect, which he has gone back and forth from being on and not being on Venom. But for this, we'll use the version of him that's on Venom. How strong Bane actually is really does vary on the interpretation of Bane. There have been some where he's only a couple times stronger than a normal man, and some where he can go toe to toe with some of like the DC heavy hit, not like Superman necessarily, but he can his strongest levels of strength seem to allow him of lifting almost in his like normal healthy range, 3 to 4 tons of like weight. He can just lift that, and he can go past that, but at the cost of losing some of his momentary sanity, because the more venom you use, the more stress it's putting on your body. This also works to enhance his physicality in terms of durability, strength, and all that, or durability, endurance, all that. This is due in stamina. This is due to the fact that his muscles are getting stronger and tightening. He's basically can be near bulletproof and survive most blunt force trauma without any real cause of harm. High caliber rounds are a bit more of a problem. He can withstand blows from most superhumans, withstand falls from great heights, and possibly more. He even has the venom allows him to heal quicker than most other individuals. Unfortunately, venom addiction and relapse he has currently kicked it apparently. Currently kicked to relapse. Psychological fear of the bat and his nightmares. I mean, yeah, we see in Batman Beyond what apparently repeated usage of venom will do to you. It'll just wither you into a husk. Excuse me. But Bane is still a dangerous guy in the DC world, just as Batman is. And Batman doesn't have any powers. And same for similar principle. Shao Kahn is a elder. Is Shao Kahn actually? I know he's the son of an elder god. Is he himself an elder god? 1 second here. I always get that part a little mixed up. I think he's an elder god, if I'm not mistaken. What? Shao Kahn. Nope, there we go. There we go. Shao Kahn. Hold on. There we go. Shao Kahn Mortal Kombat. I think he is an elder god, if I'm not mistaken. Come on. Come on, Wiki. Come on. Oh, yeah. While we're waiting for that piece of information to come up, there it goes. It's like, hey, no, don't ignore me. Shao Kahn's character, he is a powerful tyrant in the Outworld. One of the games is celebrated bit on origin, gender, species is immortal. So, yes, technically. No, technically, but his species is immortal. He is a proud and powerful conqueror of the Mortal Kombat universe. And he's constantly been trying to get Earthrealm for cut. And in some circumstances, he has obtained Earthrealm. Depending on which versions of games you actually look at. He is an extremely powerful, durable individual, capable of taking massive blows, including having like his entire chest blown out through a punch, and still keeps going. He has died, but he's been resurrected. He's a master of magic, including mind manipulation, energy projection, energy shields, teleportation, summoning his giant F-off hammer. Let me get to some of his movesets, at least within the game. So I mean, yeah, and then a lot of his fighting style, I believe, is like not Shaolin, but Chinese martial arts, which is all well and good. I would have argued, just like I said in the Akuma versus Shao Kahn, Bane's probably actually the more effective straight. If you were to equal out their physical stats, Bane is probably the better hand-to-hand fighter. Because he's not relying solely on one or two styles. It's a mixed style based on a lot of other styles put together. He's a mixed martial artist, basically. But still, Shao Kahn would easily be able to hold his own. So the reason I say when I looked at this as a no-brainer is because for my money, Shao Kahn just brings more to the table. Bane probably does, when using Venom, Bane probably does surpass him in terms of physical strength. By how much is the question. But he still probably surpasses him in terms of physical strength. It's more about the finesse and technique, because Bane, unfortunately, does reach a limitation with his body that he's not immediately prepared for when he's using his Venom. Is the fact that as his muscles grow, he's losing dexterity. He doesn't have the speed to be able to fight like he would normally, especially if he decides to surpass his max. Shao Kahn, on the other hand, is always always has a physical body prepared to. Always has a physical body. I think you know what I'm trying to say. His body is always at a stable size, so he knows how to move as he moves. And Shao Kahn can also survive more than Bane can, because if you were to put a hole straight through Bane's chest, he would still most likely die. He might survive for a little bit, but he would not. He would not live for very long because he's still human. Shao Kahn, on the other hand, is not human. He's an race of immortals. He can be killed because he has been, but it takes a lot more to put this guy down. So while Bane has the edge in terms of actual unarmed skill, and that's only if they're on an equal playing field, Shao Kahn has the durability, regenerative capabilities, and strength to hold out long enough, plus a hammer that if he hits Bane in the head, might not kill him, but could easily rattle him. And then energy attacks, including that. Then he's definitely got more options than Bane. So these two meet in Mortal Kombat. Bane's just, Shao Kahn, I shall claim your throne. You shall claim nothing but death in the other world. And so, they go toe-to-toe and, for a little bit. And it's kind of evened out a little bit. But Shao Kahn immediately starts to press the edge of Bane just a little bit. Although Bane is able to flip him, kick him, all that. Bane can do it a little bit of a number. Then he throws out the hammer. He's going to throw the hammer. And, no one's around me. I'm going to put this down right now. Bane's going to bring down the hammer. Or Shao Kahn's going to bring down a hammer, hits Bane, cracks some ribs, maybe even breaks him. You think you win, but you cannot win against me, for I am I am vengeance. I am your fears. I am the bane of your existence. And then boom, 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 grows bigger. Shao Kahn's seen far worse. It's like, you think I'm afraid of you? And Bane just grabs him. It's like, it's like, it does not matter if you're afraid of me. You may not be afraid of me now, but you will be. And then just and just starts beating on Shao Kahn hard. But the one other thing, and Death Battle brought this up, that Shao Kahn has, is that the level of energy like he actually has is enough to conquer a realm. So like the level of actual power, like energy, magical possess, is enough to conquer conquer beings who are capable of like annihilating timelines and stuff like that. Even though him becoming the whatever it was called, the de facto god of Mortal Kombat, if you will, like in their world, that was not canon. The events leading up to that non-canon timeline actually happened within the canon of the story. So yeah, so he does have that level of power in him. So it's just a matter of really outlasting Bane, who is mortal, but that's going to take a while. And even Shao Kahn's not stupid enough to be like, okay, I can't do this forever. I mean, not because I can't, because I got other things to do with my life. And so he pulls out the hammer, hits Bane in the face, but Bane just tries to go for him again. Bane grabs the hammer, just snaps it. The hammer disappears. He summons the hammer again, just boom, hits Bane in the back of the head. And ultimately, Bane then just punches his fist right through Shao Kahn's stomach. Just, it's like, it is over. I will break you! And not before I break you. And just breaks the device that, it has his venom in it. Just, no, what are you doing? No, it could be, I'm going a little Arnold there. Because I remember what happened in the animated series, and I actually thought that was a pretty brutal way Batman took him out. He either would just revert back to his normal, or it's like, no, stop, it's too much. You can't do this to me. I am Bane. Like it was just having too much venom at once. He's like, he's about to have a heart attack. But no, I think it would probably just be more like he's just slowly starts to run. No. And Shao Kahn, again, his hammer comes out. You are a worthy opponent, but no one can defeat me, for I am Shao Kahn. And just poof, smashes his head straight in, and then Bane just done, and just crumples on the ground like a heap. Shao Kahn wins, and so. For my money, it was always going to be Shao Kahn, but Bane went on the venom and using it to his healthy max would pose a physical threat to Shao Kahn. It's like there's no doubt in my mind that Shao Kahn actually would struggle with a fully amped Bane. So it's just that Shao Kahn has more than enough in his arsenal, and I didn't even get to some of the magic he has. I don't think my magic would work on him based on how strong of willpower Bane actually has, but I do think other magic, energy-based magic, teleportation, all that would still work. So, I just don't know how much of an effect it would have, but it would still hurt. So anyway, that's my thought. I think it's Shao Kahn. For all you Shao Kahn fans out there, I know I specifically one. So, yeah, that's my thoughts on the Shao Kahn versus Bane. But what do you think? You think Bane will win? You think Shao Kahn will ultimately win in the end? Let me know. But until then, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.